Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Elite Master Training Series. This is Robert Rodriguez, and I'll be your instructor today. We are covering today our market stats. We're going to go over the inventory analysis and show you how to pull certain market stats that will help you with your sellers and your buyers using different tools like the MLS. We're also going to use SunStats. And finally, we will use RPR. We are recording our class and we will share this class with you at a later point today. Also, if you have any questions, please feel free and ask questions via the chat, or you can always unmute yourself and you can ask questions. I went ahead and shared my contact information with you via the chat, guys. So if you have any questions, you can always refer to my contact info and you can send me either a text message or an email. You can call me and we will discuss. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We are logged into the MLS. This is Matrix MLS, and we're going to first visit the market reports section of the MLS. So for that, you're going to go up to the very top and you're going to click on more and you're going to click on market reports. All right, so we want to learn how to determine whether a market is a buyer's market or a seller's market and how the market is actually behaving. That's done by running a market conditions 1004 MC report. So you'll see it under general. We're going to go ahead and click on market conditions 1004 MC. And we are going to remove coming soon and we are going to remove active with contract. We are going to select active and we are going to select closed. Now for closed, we are going to change the date to reflect a 365-day time frame. So from 0 to 365. So like this, we're going to compare all current active listings versus all sold listings in the last year. Now, you can select any property type. We're going to go ahead and begin with single family. We will also do condos in this example. So right now, we'll begin with single family. Now, you can always do a radius around a particular address. So if you are running a CMA and you want to find what the market is doing around a particular address, you can always select half a mile or 1 mile around a particular address. If you are running this report for a building, then you can always put in the address right here, or you can search by area, zip code, an entire county, or even a city. We are going to do a city at this point. I'm going to go ahead and put in here Miami Beach. All right, so let's put in here the city of Miami Beach. And in general, without putting anything else, no price ranges, no bedrooms and bathrooms, we want to see what the housing market for single family homes is doing in the city of Miami Beach. We're going to click on generate report. All right, guys, so I want you guys to get acclimated to this report. So I'm going to go over each line in detail. So the first line that you see here is the total number of sales in that particular time frame. So for the last 3 months, which goes back to June 5th of this year through today's date, there were 61 sales in Miami Beach of single family homes. The second line is your absorption rate. And this is the number of sales divided by how many months. So if this is a 3-month study, we have 61 sales divided by 3 months, leaving you 20.33 properties per month. So that's the number of sales per month. The third line is the number of active listings currently in the market today. So in Miami Beach right now, there are 197 single family homes active for sale. And then the fourth line is your housing supply. So if you take the number of 197 and you divide it by 20 sales per month, you are left with a little bit over 9.5 months of inventory. That is a buyer's market. All right. So anywhere from 0 to 3 months of inventory is considered a seller's market. From 4 to 6 months of inventory, it is considered a balanced market. Over 7 months of inventory, it is considered a buyer's market. So in Miami Beach, we are trending towards a buyer's market. Notice the first 6 months of the year, we were at 6 months of inventory, up to almost 7 months of inventory, now up to almost 10 months of inventory. So yes, in Miami Beach, within the last year, we've been trending towards a buyer's market. Now, this line here is the median sales price of all the sales that occurred. So we started at 3,360,000, down to 3,300,000, and now down to $2.8 million. So as you can see, the prices are reflecting the buyer's market. Okay, this line here is the number of days it took to sell the property. So median comparable sales days on market. So we are at 81 days. This line right here is the median list price of the current active listings. So take a look at the price. We went from 5,495,000 during the months of March, April, May until June 4th. And now we are down to 4,750,000. All right, so that's a price reduction on the list price. And currently in Miami Beach, we are selling properties at 90.3% of the original list price. So basically 10% off of the original list price. And that is down from 95.6% in the previous 3 months. So all of this information is an indication that we are truly in a buyer's market right now in Miami Beach. This report, of course, is the Fannie Mae 1004 market statistics or market condition statistics report, otherwise known as an inventory analysis. All right, we're going to go ahead and close this out, and I want to make a minor adjustment. Let's say that you work the luxury market in Miami Beach, and you want to know this same report for properties over $5 million. Then you're going to go to price right here, and you're going to put in 5,000 plus, and that equals to 5 million or more. And we're going to go ahead and just click on generate report. All right, so how is the market for properties that are over $5 million? Well, we are currently at a 15.5-month inventory. All right, that's up from 10 months, right? We had 10 months in the first 6 months of our study, up to 11.5 months, and now up to 15.5 months. So it is pretty much a buyer's market there. Our prices are up though. Notice that we went from 9 million down to 7.6 million, now up to 12.4 million. Days on market is 112 days. Our list price is, it's holding steady really. I mean, we were at 13.9 up to 14.5, down to 13.9. And once again, for this price range, we are looking at a 90% sale off of the original list price. All right, so that is the example of the market conditions report for single family homes in Miami Beach over $5 million. We're going to go ahead and close that out. Now, I'm going to erase this price range here, and we're going to make some minor adjustments to our criteria. This time, we want to do condos. All right, we want to do condos, and let's say that we wanted to do condos under $1 million. we're gonna go here to price, and we're gonna put in 1,000 minus. And how is the condo market in all of Miami Beach for prices under $1 million? And here we have 6.6 months of inventory. So it's pretty much balanced, right? It's an average market. It is definitely trending towards a buyer's market because look where we started. We started at 3 months of inventory, and now it's doubled. It's up to almost 7 months of inventory. We went from having 464 active listings to now 847 active listings. We went from selling 138 properties per month to now selling 128 properties per month. All right. So it's not as bad as the single family home in the condo market there in Miami Beach for under $1 million. All right. We definitely have somewhat of a balanced market. It is not yet a buyer's market. However, you can definitely see the trend. We're going to close this out. And let's say you wanted to do this for a particular building address. Then all you need to do is come over here where it says street. You're going to put in the building address. I'm going to put in 450 Alton for Alton Road. Let's remove that price range there. And let's click on generate report. And here we have the condo inventory for 450 Alton Road. So if you are working this building, then as you can see, we have very little inventory available. So in this building, it is definitely a seller's market. So you're looking at less than 2 months of inventory. So we have 5 active listings and we're selling 2.5 properties per month. Well, that leaves you with a little less than 2 months of inventory. And once again, in this building, we are experiencing a price reduction. And we are experiencing the sale of a property at 10% off of the original list price, coming in at 89.6% of the original list price. Anybody have any questions so far? All right. Remember, you can always ask questions via the chat or feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions, okay? All right, Jonathan. So you say yes, you have a question, or yes, great, or let me know.
I'll just unmute myself, too hard to type. Does the days on market, that's quite high, right? For that particular, I mean, yes, it's kind of steady, but that's kind of high for 264, right?
So here's what this, and I did skip this line. So this is 264 days of the current active listings. So we have 5 active listings in this building that together, all right, they have a median days on market of 264 days. So yeah, in this building currently, although it's definitely reflecting a seller's market when it comes to housing supply, those units have been on the market for nearly a year. So it is kind of high.
How does that work out? The people just not wanting to. Oh, it's because of the number of listings in the building, and those listings are not. There is a price reduction compared to the first column, but I think it's kind of more of a reflection of there's only 5.
There's only 5, correct? I mean, we had 7 here, we had 7 here, and we have 5. So that's why this number dipped, because we have less active listings. It doesn't mean that they're selling faster, it just means that there's less availability and, not enough sales.
Can you use this report to decide on which condo building to farm?
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you happen to find a condo building or any area that is like less than a month of inventory, then properties are selling really fast. and you may want to jump in and try and prospect that, farm that area.
So what I'm looking for is the inventory is the number one thing when I'm deciding inventory, and then I guess the number of units that are active versus the ones that the number of total units in the building.
Well, I'm gonna get into more reports, so stay tuned.
Okay.
Maybe there's another study that's gonna help you better figure out what you're looking for. So this is just the beginning of the training, and I wanted to go over this because this is an important report. Whether you are farming or you're just trying to find out, the market and the market value of a property in any area, this is a very important report. So I wanted to start it with this one. Okay,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
absolutely. You're welcome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close that out. Now, once again, if you are running this report because you're trying to find out the market value of a property, and let's say this property is a single family home and it is located at 1020 Obispo Avenue. Sorry, we're not putting it there. All right, we're going to put it up here. So we're going to put in here 1020 Obispo Avenue, which is an address I often use in Coral Gables. All right, no relation. I don't live here. But we're going to go ahead and put that address there, and we're going to set this to a 1 mile radius. All right, we want to make sure that we stay within the Coral Gables city limits. So we're going to go ahead and put in here Coral Gables for city. All right, and that's important because if you are too close to, let's say, a bordering city, you don't want to get properties from that other city. So if you are to stay in Coral Gables, just go ahead and select Coral Gables for a city. So we've got now everything the same. The only thing we did different is that we're concentrating within a 1 mile radius from your subject property. Right, we're going to go ahead and click on generate report. And within a half a mile of that subject property, we are currently looking at, it's a pretty decent seller's market, right? We're looking at almost 3 months of inventory, then down to 1 month of inventory. I mean, what happened here? We went from 27 active listings down to 18 active listings. We went from having 9 sales per month up to 16 sales per month. So the volume of sales between March and June of this year increased. And we went now to currently, right, the last 3 months, 2.5 months of inventory. So now our volume of sales per month actually decreased to 12.3 sales per month. Our active listings increased to 31 sales. 31 active listings. So our price range is holding steady, 1.4, 1.2, 1.3. Our active list price is actually up. So we went from 1.5 to 2.1, now 2.3. And we are currently selling at 95% of the original price. All right, so knowing that, and you're getting ready to list this property, you can list, at a higher price, because we have demand, right? We have properties selling rather quickly and we have less inventory. All right, so that is how you would run a market conditions report for a radius around a particular address. All right, and as I mentioned before, you guys can run this for any kind of property type. You can even do rental. So let's do one last example for residential rental. All right, so we are going to remove closed sale and we're going to go ahead and do rented. And once again, let's switch this to 365 days. Let's remove this map here. And let's say that we work the Brickell market and we want to know what 2 bedrooms and 2 bathroom rentals are pulling in Brickell. So we're going to go 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and we're going to put in zip code 33131, and we're going to remove the city. Okay. We're going to go ahead and click on generate report. And here's what the rental market is doing in zip code 33131 for 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. All right, keep in mind that you can always focus on one particular building by entering the address. All right, so we're looking at a median rent price of $4,300 for a 2-2, and they are renting at 97.7% of the original price. We have 3 months of inventory. So currently there are 280 units available, and we are renting 88 units per month, leaving you with 3 months of inventory. All right. So from September 5th of last year through March 4th of this year, we were renting properties in Brickell, 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, at 100% of the original price. Now we're down to 97% of the original price. We were renting properties at $4,500 a month. Now we're down to $4,300 a month. So again, you can see your trends, right? You can see which way we're leaning. At this point, it looks like price reduction in the Brickell market for a 2-2. Remember, guys, it's all about the criteria that you enter here. So if you want to focus on a particular building address, you put it here. Okay. If you want to focus in a particular area of Brickell, let's say Brickell Key, then you can always go here to map search. All right. And let's say I wanted to do Brickell Key. Let's see if we find this little section of Brickell called Brickell Key, this one right here. We're gonna go ahead and draw a polygon, and let's focus there. All right, we're gonna hit OK, and then let's remove the zip code. All right, we remove the zip code, and let's click on generate report. And here is the 2-2 in Brickell Key. We have slightly over 3 months of inventory, coming in at 3.5 months of inventory. And again, that has increased. All right, that has increased from 2 months of inventory to 3.5 months of inventory. We've gone from 23 available units up to 34 available units. However, in Brickell Key, we are renting at 100% of the original price. All right. So again, the market conditions report, very important. It is located under market reports. Now, we're going to run more stats. This time, we're going to go here to where it says stats next to search, and we're going to click on stats. This section of Matrix allows you to break down your reports even further, maybe create even your own custom searches. So on the left, you have what's called presets. These are automated searches already created by the MLS for you. All you need to do is enter the criteria. You can always customize and make your own searches. So we have active days on market versus list price. We have historical count of active listings. We also have historic sales by year, historic sales by price trend, and others. You can always go to customize and you can build your own statistic report. We're going to go back to presets and we are going to run the historic count of active listings. All right. We're going to select single family home and Miami-Dade County. I want to get a good feel for the active inventory in all of Miami-Dade County. Remember, you can always do any particular area you like. All right, and we're going to click on generate. So taking a look here at the chart, going back what it seems to be 5 years. All right, so going back to 2018, we were slightly over 8,000 active listings. And then look what happened as we approached 2020, right? The market completely dipped, the active listings completely dipped. And at some point in 2022, we started increasing our active inventory. And now in 2023, we're actually experiencing a decrease. All right. So because of the higher interest rates in 2022, buyers started to maybe not buy as fast as they were buying here, and therefore our active listing inventory started to increase. However, as we started to kind of adjust to maybe the interest rates and decide, it's still a good time to buy, our inventory started to decrease. So it doesn't mean that there are less sellers placing their properties on the market. It probably means there are more buyers, but we'll see about that, right? Because there's a way for us to do that, and that is the historic sales by year. Now, if you want to see this in numbers, you can always switch over here to data, and that's going to go ahead and show you that our active inventory currently in Miami-Dade County stands at 3,744 listings. So we are at a very low point. It's not the lowest point. I want to say the lowest point for active inventory, if you take a quick look at these numbers, was sometime in 2022, where we had 3,316 active listings. All right. We did increase our active listings almost to 5,000, or at 5,012 in November of last year. And then we started to experience once again a decrease in active listings. And this is for all of Miami-Dade County. Okay. Remember, guys, you can print this over here. You can also email it. All right, so you can always print it. You can email it. When you click on email, it'll let you email it to whoever you like, or you can print it by clicking on print. Now, if you go back to search over here, all right, this will allow you to just change things around. And let's say we wanted to do single family home in Broward. All right, and then generate. How's the Broward market doing for active inventory? So now the report's taking a bit to generate. It may have frozen on me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and click on. All right, let's refresh this. All right, so active listings, single family, and Broward generate. And Broward seems to be the same, right? I mean, we're following the trends. We all know what happened during 2020, 2021, the COVID years, and how rapidly properties were flying. And we started to increase inventory, and now we're decreasing inventory. So in Broward County, which is a smaller county than Dade, we are looking at pretty much the same number of active listings, right around 3,746. Okay. We can go back to search, and you guys can do condos, and you can see, the active inventory in condos as well. You can put in a city or a zip code. Now we're going to switch over to historic sales by year. And we're going to go ahead and switch over to Miami-Dade County single family homes. So how's the sales volume? Now, I don't like the chart. I don't like to look at all these lines. I like to look at the data. So we're going to go to data here. Okay. We're going to go to data, and we're taking a look at 2022. Now, you may ask, where's 2023? Well, for 2023, we need to go to customize here. And you want to go ahead and show the time frame for the last year to date. So year to date right here. Click on generate, and now you're going to take a look at 2023. So for volume of sales, in January of this year, we sold a lot less than January of 2022. February of this year, we sold, again, a lot less. And there's been a decrease pretty much every single month of this year from the previous year. Okay, so I want you guys to see, when did we start to experience a decrease in volume? Sometime in 2022, right? All right, we sold slightly more in January of 2022 over 2021. We sold less in February, and for every month thereafter, we sold less. So there has been less sales for the last 2 years than in 2021, and then obviously in 2020. All right. So that's your volume of sales for single family homes. Moving over to condos, you just got to click on search and then switch over to condos, click on generate. All right, go to data, and condos also reflects the same in January. That's a huge dip. All right, from 1,763 condos to only 878 condos in January of this year. That is a huge dip. Here we also have about a 900 unit dip. Here we have a 1,200 unit dip. So as you can see, all right, we're selling a lot less condos than what we did in 2022. All right, so you start to put those numbers together, start to make sense of this all, and you'll be able to predict the market somewhat. Okay. Now we're gonna go back to presets, and this time let's go with price trends, historic sales price trend. So this is what's gonna tell you if the prices are going down or up. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and do this here, historic price trend, and we're gonna go to search, and we're gonna go ahead and do single family in Miami-Dade County. And before I click, guys, on the chat, do you think prices are falling, or do you prices are still rising? All right, we've seen that the inventory has been increasing, the volume of sales has been decreasing. Now, does that lead to price reduction, or does that still mean that prices are up in Miami-Dade County? All right, so Jonathan says falling. Let's see. All right. All right, so come on, we have a training here. We don't want this to freeze on us. All right, so it froze on me again. That's fine. I'll go ahead and refresh this. Maybe it didn't freeze on me. Maybe let's generate. There you go. All right, so guys, take a look at the data. All right, so here you have your average sales price. We can switch this to median. We can switch this column to median if we wanted to, okay? All right, so let's take a look at our average sales price in Miami-Dade County, currently at $1,069,000. Okay, now you want to switch it to median. All you need to do is go to customize, and then that second line, all right, that second line, you're gonna go and do original, you're gonna go sales price median. Okay, and let's say you wanted to switch that first line because it's the number of active listings. You're gonna come here, and you can always say here, sales volume or sales number of. So that's even better, number of sales. Hit generate. All right, and we're looking at here August of 2023. All right, let's go back to January. So we went from 540 in January to 553, 567, 595, 608, 620, 630, 625. So Jonathan, the prices in Miami-Dade County for a median price for a single family home in Miami-Dade County continues to rise. All right, it's not falling. If you take a look at August of this year versus August of last year, 550 up to 625, that's a $75,000 increase in median sales price for a single family home in Miami-Dade County. All right. So definitely for homeowners, they continue to see property appreciation. And unfortunately for home buyers, with interest rates being higher and prices continuing to rise, makes it a little bit more difficult for them to purchase or to qualify for a mortgage. So prices are definitely still rising. Uh, maybe not as fast as they once were. So for example, what did it look like January 2022? 520 versus January of 2023, 540. Actually, as you can see, prices increased a lot faster or a lot higher in the last year versus the previous year. All right. So you can start to see what's going on, guys. And if you look at all these numbers going back 10 years, because that's as far as Matrix goes back, we are currently experiencing the highest median sales price of a property in Miami-Dade County in the last 10 years. Okay, so we are at the peak. We are at the peak. So if you go back to chart, you go back to chart, you're going to see that we are definitely right here at the peak of the last 10 years in prices. All right, so that is the past 10 years, guys. You can always come over here and you can say, just show me in 2023, year to date, click on generate, and it's going to show you here 2023, what it's been doing. And then go back to data here and it'll show you once again, number of sales, and then the median sales price. All right. Again, if you wanted to change these columns, you go to customize and you have column number 1, column number 2. Let's say for column number 1, you wanted to put in there months of inventory. All right, so months of inventory and then also the median sales price. And I think the reason why it takes too long is because I'm doing all of Miami-Dade County. So let's be a little patient here and wait for the numbers to compute, and then we'll have a better idea of what's going on. So while we're being patient here, our next report that I want to show you is how to run a ranking report. You'll be able to rank yourself versus your peers. You'll be able to rank, of course, something happened. Let's go back. You'll be able to rank your office versus other offices, and you'll be able to find out who are the highest selling offices. So before I do that, let me go back over here and run this report again. So statistic number 1, we said we wanted days on market. No, we wanted month of inventory. And then here we have median sales price. Okay. And then for search, all right, we're doing Miami-Dade County homes, and there you go. All right. Obviously, guys, don't look at September. September's not finished. We're still at the very beginning of September, so that's why that number is way, way high. So we're looking at 4 months of inventory with a median price of $625 as of August of this year, so as of last month. All right, this number will reflect the actual number once September is finished. All right. So let's go up here to where it says more, click on market reports, and this next report right here, ranking report. It's a great report if you guys are interested in finding out where you rank amongst your peers in any particular city. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and do just from January 1st through today's date. We're gonna group agents. We're going to do total volume. You can do list side or sales side. We're going to go total volume and show me the top 25. Show me the top 25 in the city of Miami Beach. All right, let's go with the city of Miami Beach. and then click on generate report, you're going to see the top 25 ranking agents in the city of Miami Beach with their total volume of production on this report. All right, this is kind of like a fun little exercise that I like to run in this class. All right, it may not help you with your sellers and buyers, but it may help you. Let's say you do rank in the top 25 in a particular area. It may help you with your listing presentation, where you can show them, hey, look, I have this much production in the past year in this particular area, and including a report like this definitely may help you in your listing presentation. Or even for Elite Ocean View Realty, I mean, if you wanted to do the ranking per office, and that our office is coming in the top 25 for a particular area, you want to show that off as well. All right, so we are experiencing some technical difficulties there on that report, and I'll try it one more time. If it doesn't work, then something is definitely going on beyond my control, and I may not be able to show you this report. Yeah, I think someone had reported that this report wasn't working, so we're gonna probably give up on this report at this current time. Yep, that's not working. Let me switch this to Office. And let's run this one and see if at least the Office one works. We can see that neither of them is really working. So we're going to give up on this, guys. I don't want to waste your time. All right. So I want to take you guys to a fun little program called SunStats, and that's inside of the Miami Gateway. As members of the association, we all have access to SunStats, and it's located right here. We're going to go ahead and click on SunStats, and that's going to open up the SunStats program. All right. Now, once inside of SunStats, you want to go to your settings, and you want to make sure that you upload your photo, your logo, and some contact information, right? And you're going to click on Save Settings. So SunStats is actually some of the stats that we just went over, but it's going to be placed in a presentable PDF that you guys can always share with your customers and your clients. So we're going to go ahead and click on change right here. All right. And then where it says geographic area, we're going to go ahead and put in Miami-Dade County. You can put in any zip code, you can put in any city, or you can put in any county. Single family homes, and we're going to hit apply. All right, so taking a look here, they're a little bit behind. They don't have August numbers yet. All right, remember that we are currently September 5th. So at some point this week, they should release the August numbers. But here it tells you the number of closed sales in Miami-Dade County, 910 versus 999. That's a almost 9% decrease. Number of cash sales in Miami-Dade County, 240 cash sales. That's a 13.4% decrease. Number of cash sales as a percentage of the closed sales. So 26.4% of closings were cash. That's also a decrease of 4.7%. The median sales price is $631,000. That is up 10.8% from the previous year. The average sales price is $929,000. That's down 9.5% from the previous year. Dollar volume, we sold in July of this year, $846 million worth of volume. That's down 17.6% over the last year. Median percentage of original list price, once again, we're selling at 97.2% of the original list price. That's down 1.8% over the previous year. Median days to contract is 24 days. Median days to closing is 68 days. This is up 41%. This is up 9.7%. So once again, they're taking longer to sell, right? You're taking 24 days to receive a contract, an accepted contract on the property, and a little bit over 2 months to close on the property. And both of those numbers are down. New pending sales is up 1.6%. New listings is down 23, almost a quarter, right? 23.4%. Pending inventory, active inventory, we're looking at 2860. That's down 23.2%. And the month of supply is currently steady at 3.2. Not a huge change in months of inventory. That's for all of Miami-Dade County. If you wanted to present this, you can always go here to where it says chart builder, and you can download a PDF here. You can download it with your branding so you can present it to your clients. And if you wanted this for social media marketing, you can always go to infographic creator here, and it creates a nice little infographic that you guys can save to your computer. Right click, save the image to your computer, and you can use it to post it on Instagram, Facebook, and other social media outlets. All right. Now, what's cool about SunStats is that it is statewide. So I'm going to go to dashboard here. And let's say we wanted to study the Tampa area. So we're going to go ahead and put in Tampa, and we're going to do the entire Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater area. So that entire area right there for single family homes, click on apply. So Tampa, for example, is coming in at slightly less than 2 months of inventory. Tampa did have $1.8 billion, all right, of volume. So as you can see, guys, Tampa is the hottest market in Florida. All right. We had less than $1 billion in dollar volume in July. And that's for Miami-Dade County. So maybe that's a mistake because I should have included Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. But anyways, the entire Tampa area comes in at $1.8 billion and 16 days to sell a property, 56 days to close. So doing things faster there. Let's now I'm curious. Let's switch this over to Miami-Dade, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach. How much of dollar volume did we have? Oh, okay, there you go. So when you include Broward and Palm Beach, we are looking at 2.9 billion in sales, 22 days to contract, 64 days to closing, and we are holding steady again at 3 months of inventory. So as you can see, guys, SunStats is a cool little program. It allows you to pull stats for any area in all of Florida. All right, so if you're interested in seeing what the market is doing in Jacksonville, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna put in Jacksonville. So the entire Jacksonville area, or just the city of Jacksonville. So just the city of Jacksonville, again, apply. And now you're gonna get the numbers for Jayville here. All right, so Jacksonville coming in at $319 million of volume, and that is a decrease of almost 10%. And they have 2.6 months of inventory there in Jacksonville. So don't forget, guys, SunStats, excellent program for us to do statewide market analysis. The last program I want to cover is a real interesting one. It's called RPR. Guys, you may know RPR because you use it for your comps, but do you use it for stats? And I do want to show you. So right over here, we have RPR. We're going to go ahead and click on RPR. All right. So again, we did have an RPR class at some point in the last month or so, and it was recorded, and we did share it with you. However, we'll have it again. but today we are going to concentrate mostly on statistical reporting. All right, so we're not going to do any comps or any property studies. So right here, you're going to go to research, and we can do the neighborhood search. We can also do market trends. So we'll begin with the neighborhood search. And let's say what's interesting really about RPR, it is open nationwide. So you can study properties and specific areas or neighborhoods nationwide. I'm going to put in zip code 33149 for Key Biscayne. All right, let's put in zip code 33149 for Key Biscayne. And we have here type exact. All right, any median estimated value or change, we're just going to go ahead and just click on search. All right, so in Key Biscayne 33149, we have 6.5 months of inventory. They're selling at 95% over the original price. And the median sold price in Key Biscayne stands currently at 1,330,000. Guys, the prices are down over the last month, all right, by 30%. Okay. You got the median estimated value of a property in Key Biscayne, that's at 1,430,000. That's up 2% from the previous month. However, that is down 5.5% over the last 12 months. All right, you have here top 5 occupations in Key Biscayne. You got here neighborhoods nearby. You got housing. So you can go over here and see that the median list price in Key Biscayne is 2,747,000 out of 130 properties that are currently listed, taking 104 days currently right now on the market and selling at 1,087 per square feet, dollar volume, and the median living area square footage. You have people, so you can study the people in Key Biscayne. So right here, 33149 says the population in Key Biscayne is 14,000 people. That's 14,000 people per square mile. So it is not a highly dense population. The population increase in the last 13 years is 20.5%. The median age in Key Biscayne is 40 years old, and it's 49% male versus 51% female. You got your education levels of the population here. Population of children by age group, population of adults by age group, households with children, household income brackets. All right, so a very large majority of the population in Key Biscayne earns more than $150,000 a year. All right, and we have occupational categories. Then you have economy here. You can study the economy of Key Biscayne, unemployment, economic facts and stats, and you do have quality of life, and we have an error. Let's refresh that. Yeah. Quality of life, it's not a real cool report to look at. You know, it tells you how many times it rains, snows, sun, things like that. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go back over here. And let's say you wanted to do a different area in the US. Let's say I wanted to go to Beverly Hills. All right, we're just gonna put it over here. All right, Beverly Hills, California, and we're gonna go ahead and click here. And now you can do the same study for any area in all of the US. Remember, you can always create a report that's a presentable, brandable report for your buyers. Excellent report for your buyers that want to get to know a specific area before buying. You can create this neighborhood demographic that's under research, and it's under neighborhood search. All right. For those of you looking for schools, you can always click on school search. And let's say we've got a buyer relocating to the city of Doral. you're gonna come over here and put in Doral, Florida. All right, you can search by school name and school type, or you just can do all schools in Doral. And right here, it's going to give you the different grade levels for the different schools. So, for example, Doral Academy Charter High School comes in with an A rating. And you can click here and find out more school comparisons and ratings. You have the overall grades, the academic grades, the teacher grades, and you can see reviews left for the school by either students or parents or staff. All right, so excellent way for us to research schools in any particular area. And one last report that I actually love, all right, and that is the commercial site selection, guys. So let's go over here to commercial site selection. This really allows you to play around with the market stats and see what's going on in any area for commercial. And let's go ahead and put in here 33141. All right, let's do zip code 33141, which is like North Beach, right? And then you're going to go ahead and select an attribute. So for attributes, you can study who they are. So you can study information about the people who live there, what they do. So what kind of profession or occupation, where they live, what they buy, facts and stats. So let's go with who they are. You have household sizes, incomes, net worth. You got financial assets. You have here marital status. You have education, race, age, gender. All right. So we're going to go with income. And then you have median household income, average household income. Let's go with average household income. You can also break it down by age group. All right. And then once you select that, you're going to go ahead and create the report. I'm trying to create the report. There you go. Hit OK. Run analysis. All right, I just got a question that was sent to me through chat. RPR is included with your membership, guys. So if this is the first time you access RPR from your gateway, it is going to ask you to register. You're going to register following instructions, and you will have access to RPR. It is included with our membership to the MLS. All right, so this is 33141, and the highest average household income and zip code 33141 happens to be this area right here, coming in at $366,090. All right. And that would be this area right here. Lagos Island. All right. You have this Allison Island right here and this little section here of North Bay Road. That is the highest grossing household income at 366,000. The lowest, all right, is 97,479, and that is this area right here in North Bay Village. That would be the lowest. All right. So there's so much you guys can do. So let's say we wanted to run a different report. We're going to go to site selection here. And let's say we wanted to do what they buy. And let's go with dining out because we're interested in not getting an error. All right, so what they buy, dining out. All right, all dining out. You can actually break it down by lunch, dinner, breakfast, all dining out, and then run analysis. And it's going to tell you here who's spending the most amount of money dining out. So this area, which again is the highest grossing household income area, is on average spending $13,472 a year dining out. So if you are opening some type of food establishment in the area, you guys can focus your marketing and advertising of your restaurant to that specific location, because on average they're spending 13,472 a year dining out. Yeah, this program, guys, I mean, I wish that we would have more time, but this program really is a great program for us to learn more about the market and who we should prospect to if we are opening a commercial business. Now, this information comes directly, if you look over here, all right, and it comes from a company called Esri, who does the case studies. It is reported annually or updated annually, and it comes from the consumer expenditure data. So how does the dining out thing work? Obviously, if you're paying cash, it really isn't going to work. But if you're using your credit card, every time you use your credit card at any establishment, obviously your credit card is registered to your home address or your zip code. So if you are dining out using your credit card, it, pulls data. And every time you use your credit card to buy food, or when you're dining out, or you're buying shoes, or you're buying clothing, it is registered. So here we have 13,472 annually. So that's definitely more than 1,000 a month in dining out for those folks there. Okay. All right, guys. So that was just a little bit. I mean, we could stay here for 5 hours, but that was just a little bit of what I have for you today on the market stats, inventory analysis, and more. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free and reach out to me. I'm going to go ahead and once again share with you all my contact information. Okay. If you guys have any questions, again, I will answer my phone. So call me or text me and I will respond to your questions, or you can email me. All right, guys, I just sent you my contact information via the chat. And thank you so much. I will share this recording with you a little later today, so stay tuned for that. Have a great day, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday and our next training. Bye for now. Thank you.